stand-up, but I came here to make an emotional connection. I gotta say, you over there, I'm vibing hard with you right now. I'm lying, of course. This is exclusively one way. A show can't be about everybody, folks. Let's just... But, you know, I might get to know some of your names. But here's a good start. You, boy, what's your name? You, boy, what's your name?
I think it's a girl, mate.
No, I'm not pointing at the girl. I'm pointing at the boy there. I'm not going to remember that. Well, you know, since that didn't go well, let's it's alright. I got this because I've got a list, and a list of what? I hear you ask, and I say please wait until the end if you have questions. This is a list of everything about me, absolutely everything you need to know about me, and you might notice it's a little bit small, and that's because I'm an enigma. You know, not many people know that much about me. I mean, I don't know that much about me. I had a lot of trouble writing this list. I mean, half of the pages is just blank, honestly. But, you know, it's a work in progress. As they say, Rome wasn't built by slaves. Oh shit, sorry, that's meant to be Rome wasn't built in a day. Rome was definitely partially built by slaves. Anyway, that brings me to the first point on my list. I don't always get sayings right. That's, you know, I just find the timing and the message pretty tricky, and every now and again I accidentally bring up slavery. That's cost me a couple of jobs. And that sucks because, you know, I love anecdotes, but I haven't got one right for at least 3 years. Second thing you should know about me is that I have a perfect recall of the first Kung Fu Panda film. Yeah, hold your applause, please. That's right. I know everything about it. I can basically play the movie in my mind, which is great because I never have to go see it in the cinema or with my friends. It's a great loophole, honestly. And I hear you asking, if you really know everything about Kung Fu Panda, then how many fireworks were there in that bit where Po crashed into a bunch of fireworks? And I told you to wait until the end for questions. So it's a really, really simple rule. It's 56. Would have been 61, but 5 of those firework models were reused, and I don't believe in that kind of bullshit, alright? I don't fuck around the hedge. Number 14, you should know I'm not very good at this list thing. I mean, I did it because I'm not very funny and I'm unoriginal, but that's number 17 and number 773, and based on the ordering so far, I've got no idea when those are coming. Number 8, I'm a narcissist, so, you know, I don't really care a lot about what people think, and it's great being a narcissist because the only person you have to convince in an argument in order to win it is yourself. It's great. Let me give you an example. You, boy, what's your name? Not in my opinion. I respectfully disagree, which is just a polite way to say, go to hell, Greg. I won this argument just like that. Bob's your dad. Greg is my mathematician friend, and you don't need to know much about him other than that he's the worst, honestly. I mean, have you tried arguing with a mathematician? It's fucking agony. I mean, there was this one time where we were just having breakfast. I said, how long do you think it'll take me to draw this perfect circle around this mug? And then he got up and left for 3 years. Yeah, he's a big inspiration to me, honestly, because, you know, that's honestly how he's won every single argument that we've ever had. And he's really good at arguing because he's a narcissist as well. That's actually where I got the inspiration to be a narcissist. I thought that I would win more arguments, and it's true, I do win more arguments with him, but he doesn't win any less. But, you know, I go through my rough patches with Greg. I mean, a little while ago, I just asked him, you know, do you think you could calculate the circumference of this bean? And then he flipped me off and left the room. And I haven't seen him for a while, but, yeah.
I guess
yeah, we'll just get back to. So I'm sorry, guys. This list is so disorganized. I don't remember writing half of this. I mean, number 84 just says trust nobody and get out. Oh wait, number 93 just says you're paranoid and to ignore it. D4. Number 583 says to check the sketchbook. For anybody who can't read that, that is a picture of a large penis. Signed, love, from Greg. Fucking prick. Oh, look, number 600 says, don't leave your sketchbook out. Alright, well, you know, I guess I better get back to it. Number 783, I hate the Kung Fu Panda TV show. Honestly, fucking waste of time. I mean, you know, the first one, cinematic masterpiece. Second one, alright. Third one, bordering on racist. And then Greg said, don't mention Kung Fu Panda twice in your stand-up. And I said, not in my opinion. Go to hell, Greg. And, you know, that was 6 years ago. Sorry, I'm not really over this Greg thing here. It's kind of... You know, he's really important to me. And, I think it hurts a lot because the last time that he left, you know, we were chatting for a really long time, and I thought he was staying for good because we were chatting for a whole 10 minutes, and you don't get it. That's a really big deal because I've actually only talked to him for about 12 minutes, and I've known him for 10 years. So you know that just puts it into perspective. And I mean, I remember the argument that followed that before he returned that time. He was talking to him about what his favourite animated film featuring animals was, and he said that it was a three-way tie between Kung Fu Panda, Ratatouille, and Madagascar. And I hear you asking again, which is it of the three-way tie? And I fucking told you to wait until the end for the questions. It's flushed away, by the way. But yeah, no, there's because often that's a really, you can tell our arguments, they get really serious. So this time it was going really great. I was just telling him about some arguments I won at a funeral, which is great. Do you guys know how much fun it is to interrupt a eulogy? That's just... God. And we're just reminiscing about that time that we murdered his professor. That was fun. And then what made it even better was that Idris Elba walked through the door. I was like, holy shit! I mean, how does Greg know Idris Elba? I mean, he's a fucking loser. But I was struggling to stay composed because I really, really love him as the star of Mandela: A Walk to Freedom. So I really had to gather my composure. I was like, shit, I need a signature. I really need a signature. But the only things that I had on me were this courgette and this dark green pen. So this is a signed courgette in dark green pen, which has Idris Elba's signature on. I can guarantee it. In fact, you know what? Consider yourself lucky. And then we got into an argument about James Bond. And you can imagine how that ended. We both won, and I haven't seen him for 6 months. So, if any of you see Greg, tell him to come home, because I miss him. Alright, I'm a man of your word. Any questions?